such a simple matter as finding food, so shelter, or buying a railway ticket and monumental chaps he married out of a desire to have someone care for his practical life. But unfortunately, his voice was wrong. The girl herself was a dreamer. If ever there was a one, she would have greatly benefited by a husband who could care for her career. It was here that a handy man like me proved invaluable. I nearly gave up all my routine jobs in order to be of service to them. He stayed for over a month. I big house and I was in entire charge of all of his affairs. He never stringed any expense as long as a voucher was available. They still kept their room in the hotel. Gaffers was permanently engaged, almost as if Marco owned it. They got it at least one repair day between the big house and the town. Joseph looked after Marco so well that it was unnecessary for anyone else to bother about it. It was understood that I should devote a lot of time to look after him and his wife without sacrificing any other job I might have. He paid me my daily rate and also let me look after my routine jobs. My call out, my so-called routine jobs now sounded but actually reduced themselves to keep Rosie company and amusing her. Once in 2 days, she went up to see us. She was showing extra solicitude for him nowadays. She feels a great deal over him. It was all the same to him. His table was littered with notes and dates, and he said, Rosie, don't go near it. I don't want you to mess it up. It is just coming to a little order. I never cared to know what exactly he was doing. It was not my business. Nor did wife seems to care for the task he was undertaking. She was trying a new technique on him after the inaugurations of our own intimacy. She arranged his room. She spoke to Joseph about his food. Sometimes she said, I will stay on here and keep you company. And Marco acknowledged it in an absent-minded, casual manner. Alright, if you like, well, Raju, are you staying on or going back? I resist my impulse to because I knew I was having to her company fully down. I would hate to leave her alone with him. So I said without looking at him, I must go back. I have some others coming today. You don't mind? Not at all. You are a man of business. I should always use so much. What time will you need the car today? He looked at his wife and she just said, tomorrow, as early as you can. He generally said, bring me a few sheets of carbon, will you? As the car sped downhill, Gaffer kept throwing glance at through the looking glass. I was cultivations a lot of research with him nowadays. I don't like him to gossip too much about anything. I was afraid of gossip. I was still sensitive to such things and I was nervous at being alone with Gopher and felt relieved as long as his remarks were confined to automobiles. But it was not at his nature to seek to this subject. He would begin with the automobiles, but just an old, uneducated wife is better than the new type of girl. The girls are very bold. I won't let my wife live in a hot room all by herself. If I had to remain on duty on a hilltop. I made me comfortable and I turned the topic definitely. Do you think car designers have less experience than you? Oh, you think these engineers know more? A man like me who has to kick and prod a car to keep it on the road has. You may be sure I was safe. I had turned his mind from Rosie. I sat in suspense. I was in abnormal state of mind. Even this did not escape careful attention. He humbled. Often he was giving me downhill. You are becoming rather stacked up nowadays, Raju. You are not old friends you used to be. It was a fact. I was losing a great deal of my mental relaxation. I was obsessed with the thoughts of Rosie. I reveled in memories of the hours I had spent with her last or in anticipations of what I would be doing next. I had several problems in her husband was the list of them. He was a good man, completely preoccupied, probably a man with an abnormal capacity for trust. But I was becoming nervous and sensitive and full of anxieties in various ways. Suppose what I myself could not specify. I was becoming fatigued and I could not even sort out my worries properly. I was in a jump. I was suddenly seized with the fears, sometimes with a feeling that I don't know. I didn't look well enough for my sweetheart. I was obsessed